Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're gonna talk about XRP, and once again, this is the 1-day chart. We're sitting here just under 56 cents. XRP has just been moving up and down between 55 and 60 cents lately, but people are expecting us to break above 60 cents going into next week. Let's hope that happens. But right now, I've been keeping an eye on Ethereum. Look at Ethereum, $3,100. Ethereum currently at 3K, headed towards a new all-time high at 5K, possibly before the end of the year. Alts will fly after. It's all coming together. And that's what I was pointing out yesterday in that video. It looks like we're moving from phase 1 to phase 2, where we see the phase overlap. Money flows into Ethereum, but it struggles to keep up with Bitcoin. Ethereum goes back and forth with Bitcoin and starts outperforming it. That's what's going to happen next. And then we will start to move into phase 3 and so on. This cycle is still on track is what I'm saying. And people are losing faith in XRP because they're listening to all the FUD all over X. Oh, you should have put your money into this coin. Oh, you should have put your money into that coin. All you got to do is stay patient. XRP is going to have a fantastic run when it happens. There's people still predicting 3 digits this alt season. Even being conservative, you're looking at a $20 plus XRP. Ignore all the noise. This comes from Black Swan Capitalist. The SEC has a lot to answer for. Its involvement in the collapse of FTX, Terra Luna, and Celsius, while laundering stolen investor funds between the World Economic Forum, Biden administration, and Ukraine. Add to that their regulation by enforcement targeting Ripple while giving Ethereum a free pass. You know, everybody keeps reflecting on the price of XRP. It failed to achieve a new all-time high back in 2021. Well, of course it did. We got tied up with the SEC and all the corruption that was going on back then. But you know what? XRP still was able to reach $1.92 even after it got delisted off of a lot of major exchanges. It managed to stay in the top 10 this entire time. Now we're back on the exchanges. We know XRP is not a security. What do you think is going to happen in this next alt season? We're not only going to achieve a new all-time high, but we are going to achieve 2 digits for XRP. That's what's coming next. And look at Vice President J.D. Vance talking about the SEC. This should make you bullish. Take a listen.
First person, in my view, at least in terms of my substantive disagreements, I'm sure he's like a nice guy, is Gary Gensler. Okay, so Gary Gensler is sort of the complete opposite of my view. And there are 2 problems that I have with Gary. One of which is that I think he wants to inject politics way too much into the actual business of securities in the United States of America. But in some ways, the more fundamental issue, or at least the most relevant issue for this particular conference is the approach that Gary has taken to regulating blockchain and crypto seems to be almost the exact opposite of what it should be. And I'm oversimplifying a little bit, but the question the SEC seems to ask in regulating crypto is this a token with utility? And if it's a token with utility, then they seem to want to ban it. And if it's a token without utility, they don't seem to care. I almost think we should be the opposite here, right? I worry about.
So J.D. Vance knows what utility is. Let's continue.
About financialization, I worry about, frankly, whether a lot of the crypto stuff is fundamentally fake. But if a token actually has utility, that's the sort of thing that, by all means, regulate it. By all means, be careful about how consumers interact with it, but you don't want to just get rid of this stuff. And here's where I really, really worry about this is a lot of the newest challengers to social media, the social media incumbents of 2024 are going to require some blockchain technology to make their business work. Maybe they'll require a token that supports verification. There are all of these ways in which the companies, when I talk to sort of friends who are still in the VC industry, the companies that are most exciting to them, they're doing actual things in communications in the 21st century, in 2024, I should say. Those companies very often rely on high utility tokens to do things like verification. Well, if we're not making it possible to do verification, then we're going to make it really hard to challenge the existing incumbents in the space.
And that's why going into next year, we are going to have crypto regulations sooner than people think. And it's going to change this entire space forever. And you could see how JD Vance understands utility. When he's talking about utility, he's talking about XRP. He's talking about XLM, XDC, and so on. And right after regulations come, we will have institutional adoption. It is going to be an exciting time ahead. Then people sent this to me all day long. Trump has promised to never allow the creation of a central bank digital currency. Take a listen.
And tonight I'm also making another promise to protect Americans from government tyranny. As your president, I will never allow the creation of a central bank digital currency.
And then right away, the FUD began. Good luck with XRP moving now that Trump doesn't want a CBDC. And I said, for all the people out there that think XRP needs CBDC to succeed, you may not know this, but XRP can fix the current financial system. It works with fiat. Then I said to real Donald Trump, if you really want to strengthen the U.S., and the dollar, imagine something like XRP that provides on-demand liquidity to banks. It can also handle all the U.S. debt. And most of all, it can move U.S. dollars around the world in a matter of seconds for a fraction of a penny. We don't need a CBDC when we have something made in America that can fix the current financial system. I am sure you already know this, since you met with Team Ripple this summer. We don't need CBDC for XRP to succeed. It can fix the current system. I still, however, believe we will have a stablecoin in the United States because everything is pushing in that direction all around the world. This comes from Smoke. Yes, Project Bridge has been rebranded to Brics Bridge. China's leading efforts like Project Bridge, now rebranded Brics Bridge, and expanding its cross-border interbank payment system to connect national banking systems. I still think the U.S. is going to connect to the Brics Bridge. I think that's going to happen. I think the BRICS and the U.S. are working together more than we know. BRICS plus Ripple finding an alternative to SWIFT. Both BRICS and Ripple are united in their goal of creating an alternative to SWIFT for faster, cheaper cross-border payments. That was always the motive behind Ripple. They always wanted to create a replacement for SWIFT. Now, is that going to happen in the near future? Most likely not. SWIFT is going to be with us for a while. But when you have countries breaking away from SWIFT, that kind of gives you concern on the future of SWIFT going forward. I think it's going to happen over time, but Ripple's solution is better than SWIFT, and XRP is an absolute game changer. BRICS Pay, Ripple, and XRP. Here's a lesser known link between BRICS' new payment platform, BRICS Pay, and Ripple's technology. Standard Charter's integration with BRICS Pay, combined with its collaboration with Ripple, an active role in Ripple's network, position it as a connection between the BRICS payment ecosystem and Ripple's blockchain technology. By integrating with Brics Pay, Standard Chartered enabled customers to make payments across BRICS countries, reducing dependency on traditional financial systems. Simultaneously, Standard Chartered is actively working with Ripple's blockchain-based cross-border payment solutions. This dual involvement indicates that Standard Chartered can position Brics Pay to tap into Ripple's blockchain for international transactions by using XRP as a bridge currency across BRICS countries. And XRP would fit in perfectly inside of BRICS. Like I said in the past, these countries don't fully trust each other. So XRP can work as a trust layer in between China and Russia, China and India, and so on. It also provides on-demand liquidity. Imagine XRP being locked away in a massive liquidity pool between these BRICS countries. If XRP were to facilitate transactions for various percentages of global GDP, assumed here as $156 trillion, the estimated price per XRP would be 10% of the global GDP, puts XRP at $273.68. 20%, $547.37, and so on. And this doesn't even bring tokenization onto the XRP ledger. That's going to push the price of XRP much, much higher over time. And I'll talk more about that in another video. But it shows you how fast the price of XRP can change once it goes live all around the world. The XRP price isn't driven by TA or charts. It's driven by responding to real demand. As dollar liquidity plunges and credit markets dry up, borrowing and lending will stop. This creates massive demand for XRP, pushing its price higher to meet that demand for liquidity globally. That liquidity crisis is still coming. XRP solves the liquidity crisis. It could solve the banks collapsing out. And that's also part of that whole narrative of going over to a CBDC. Collapse the banks, consolidate them into a handful of banks, then onboard that handful of banks to central bank digital currency. XRP can keep the smallest bank alive going forward. That's why I said it could stop the crash of 2025. XRP ledger running just fine. And now we have memes too. You see, the Solana network is temporarily down. It looks like the Solana network issues are back once again. And you know, people keep saying this network's better than the XRP ledger, or that network is better than the XRP ledger. Look at all the growth around this network. XRP ledger is building out at a steady rate, but the projects that are onboarding bring utility to XRP. Think about it. They're centered around tokenization. They're centered around cross-border payments. You know, we are going to experience a time where everything shifts in the crypto space. Once that time comes, XRP holders will have the last laugh. But like I said, I'm keeping an eye on what's going on with Ethereum right now, because I think we're going to start to enter phase 2. We'll see the overlap, then phase 2 will begin. But all eyes should be on Ethereum, and just wait until Ethereum starts outperforming Bitcoin. That will give us the next indicator that we're going to the next phase. The reason I'm trying to explain this to you is because I want you to understand how cycles work. And nothing changed with this cycle. You know, the people all over X that FUD all day long on XRP, Those people will be gone in the very near future. You will never hear from them again unless they come back and say they never sold any of their XRP. Then all of a sudden they'll be pro XRP once again. We've seen this in previous cycles. We'll even see it if future cycles happen. I think utility is going to change crypto forever. I think the cycle of 2028 is not going to be what we have experienced in the past. Everything is about to change forever. But you know, this is the time you do nothing. Stay patient, stay positive, and we will get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.